Yo, what's up again? It's the Regional 7 and it's the Arsenal Roundup. Welcome back to your boys channel. We have a lot of exciting things to show you today. Let's get into this video. Okay, so before we continue, there was this player that a lot of people have been talking about, discussing. Fan base of Arsenal and the world have been hugely criticizing his inclusion in our starting lineup for a while now, and finally he has been dropped by the manager, and that in person of the summer signing who arrived from Chelsea, Kai Havertz. Don't forget, he is a 65 million signing from Chelsea, but is yet to hit the target in terms of the expectancy and the quality people expect him to perform at the level at which we expect him to be playing at Arsenal. So therefore he was dropped by manager Mikel Arteta for that game against Everton. But in terms of that game, there was one man who was excluded from the starting lineup of Arsenal for the first time since he joined us in that hugely highly anticipated move from Chelsea for £65 million, and he is Kai Havertz. Don't forget, he joined us from Stamford Bridge in that surprise transfer. Real Madrid were after him, Bayern Munich were after him, but he chose to work with Mikel Arteta, and since then the boss has been giving him the starting bet out of the likes of Fabrizio, Smith Rowe, and even Leandro Trossard, who also came on as a replacement for Gabriel Martinelli. So maybe it's time for us to begin to see Kai Havertz watch Arsenal style more, try and see what Arsenal is all about and understand more of what. No doubt he's a fantastic player. I mean, he was very pivotal and very crucial in Chelsea campaign, which saw them win the Champions League, when he arrived from Bayer Leverkusen. But at the same time, every team have their own diverse way of playing and style. So probably he needs to watch Arsenal, style of play better and understand the way we play, the way we react to some situations on the pitch, because currently it appears like he is not understanding those things and moments. So definitely it needs more time for him to adapt, and even more work from the likes of Arteta and other coaching staff to get him to the tone or to the speed of the way Arsenal plays. But what's your opinion on Kai Havertz at Arsenal? Are you satisfied that he was dropped? And are you happy with the end result of what we did with his absence in the first half, especially? And are you so happy about Fabrizio? Definitely, Fabrizio also joined us from FC Porto, and his first season at Arsenal, that was last season, was not the best, of course. So that's why more example of the reason why the likes of Kai Havertz deserves to understand better the way he will play and adapt to it. Probably he just need more time, because no doubt he has the quality, but at the same time it's currently lacking in his game in terms of the way we play and the way we want him to play. So obviously fans cannot be satisfied at the moment with what they are saying with Kai Havertz, but hopefully and in time Arteta will be able to get him to speed and ensure he plays more or less like an Arsenal player. But at the same time, personally, Arsenal fans will of course want him to bring about his quality that Arteta and Edu might have seen in him, to bring him to the Emirates. So let us hope and see how that goes in the coming days of this season. But no doubt we are so happy with the result. It ended 1-0. We won for the first time, like I told you in the beginning of this video, that it was 1-0 for the first time in 6 years in Goodison Park. What a game, what a moment, and what an atmosphere it was. Alright, but away from that, what as Mikel Arteta, our manager, said again about that game? He has had some things to say about the game, because the game was hugely watched by a lot of football fans around the world, and there are a lot of things we want to talk about in that game that of course surprise fans, and also this demands questions, and that's what Mikel Arteta has provided. So let's listen and let me tell you what he told the reporters after the game. Mikel Arteta had this to say. Alright, moving on. In that game, we had a surprise inclusion, but probably not a too surprising one, because of course we signed him from Brentford, and he is about to make his first start, definitely it's no brainer. The Raya started the game against Everton, and it was part of those team that made history, that made Arsenal win in Goodison Park in 6 years. That's not happened, and it was part. And what a day and what a time to make your debut and make your big announcement to the Arsenal fans properly. So David Raya was able to make his debut in that game, and it's beautiful scenes because we're able to see David Raya in top quality in that game. And it's no doubt, of course, we know his quality, we know the top goalkeeper, and it showed us that again against Everton. David was no doubt quality on the side because he was able to give out some very accurate long passes. Even he was able to make some neat exchange with these defenders, communicating well, passing well. A lot distribution was top class. I mean, it is a big and big competition for Aaron Ramsdale and Romano goalkeeper at the moment. So it's a beautiful thing to see, in your team, two world-class goalkeepers, and it's not something you complain about. It's just going to bring out the best in both of them because they know, hey, there's competition for praises. I'm not supposed to do any wrong, and definitely it will not put pressure on them. Rather, it will put in, the necessary amount of competition and determination from both players. And of course, we saw Ramsdale watching from the bench for the first time in a while. And of course, it's football for you. But David Raya had a brilliant debut, and what a way to announce yourself to the Arsenal fans around the world. But in terms of his game, what were his highlights and even But in terms of his game, what were his highlights and his stats in that game? The Raya vs Everton, he had 45 touches, 32 over 34 passes completed, 3 times possession won, and 1 save. So of course, David Raya was very brilliant in that game. He was able to provide the necessary cover and was able to make some communication with his defense line, and he was able to give out accurate passes, which of course will calm your defense no matter what the pressure is. So David Raya put out an outstanding display, which of course is very highly exemplary. So we can expect this to of course spur up Ramsdale to improve from areas where he needs to, and also the Raya to be watching keenly is counterpart Ramsdale performances, probably in the Champions League. Probably going to see Ramsdale starting in the Champions League and the Raya starting in Premier League. Well, we don't know, but as per our own view, where would you like to see the Raya play more? Is it the Champions League or the Premier League? Comment in the comment section down. But as per our manager himself, Mikel Arteta, he had this to say. He said, someone is going to do it. Change goalkeeper mid-game, and it will be strange, and you ask why. But tell me why not. If you have all the qualities in another goalkeeper to do something, or if something is happening and you want to change the momentum, then do it. So Mikel Arteta is of the opinion, right, that you can change your goalkeeper so far it will add the momentum, the necessary one, of course. So, well, personally for me, I just feel it's just like I said, it's appear probably strange, and rightly so, because it's not common you see managers bringing in a goalkeeper mid-game. It's either starting or probably second half or probably going to the end, maybe an extra time. That's when we'll see. We see more of that. Managers bringing a goalkeeper, probably a goalkeeper that is better in terms of distribution or penalty saving and stuff like that. So, but the Raya and Ramsdale offer similar level of qualities. So, but in terms of the momentum Arteta was talking about, probably he knows what he's trying to talk about in terms of probably the change in goalkeeper could either give more optimism or bring more confidence in the defense line of the club, or probably one goalkeeper is better in terms of the agility, the strength, and a lot of other stuff that put make the defense more lively and more very hard to beat. So, but at the moment, I just feel the Ryan and Ramsdale are operating at similar levels. Of course, it's no doubt that the Ryan are the brilliant debut, but of course, Ramsdale also is no sledge. It's a top quality goalkeeper also. So, but let's see how they are able to help each other and even improve themselves at Arsenal. as we see them competing for places, for the first 11 and giving Mikel Arteta more headache. But what about our English Premier League record transfer? Declan Rice, what about him? What was he able to do in that game? Was able to play very well. Did he continue his impressive run of form so far at Arsenal? He did. Declan Rice had a brilliant game. In the absence of Thomas Partey, Declan Rice was able to provide the necessary cover for him, and he was able to do a lot of things better. I think Declan Rice could prove to be the best signing of the summer. Take it from him, because it's very evident in his stats in that game. He was able to have 99 touches, 93.3% passing accuracy, 32 passes in the final third, and also 14 final third entries, 4 duels won, and 3 times possession won, 3 over 3 takeoffs completed, 2 interceptions, 1 chances created, and also 1 shot. And overall, it was 0.13 SG. So brilliant Declan Rice, baby. It was really top. I would tell you, take it from me. It was really top. Without the stats, he was a top outstanding player on the pitch. It's no doubt. He was able to control the midfield. Everything midfield looked lifeless. They looked like they were on an holiday, and it's no doubt it's the work of Declan Rice that was really reflecting there. So it's a big time for Arsenal, because we have gotten ourselves a top and world-class goalkeeper. No surprising, Man City were after him, even offering a fee that were upfront than what we offered. Before Arsenal eventually offered the biggest fee and of course snapped it up before the deadline transfer, and it's of course shows more ambition for Arsenal and the hierarchy of Arsenal, that look, we are going back to the Champions League and want to compete with top world-class goalkeeper that could give us more chances of bringing home the silverware. And of course, Declan Rice is one man that can bring you that. Personally, for me, your boy, I feel Mikel Arteta can be very delighted in what he saw with Arsenal at Goodison Park. Don't forget, he is a former player, and he also plays as a midfielder, but he was able to transmit a lot of confidence in that man called Declan Rice. He was able to control the midfield of Everton. Everton, of course, they have a very popular approach with their new manager now, Sondage, and they were able to defend very well, but Declan Rice really dominated the midfield, and it's things you love to see. And talking about performances, there's one man who really took on the game. He had the final say for the day, and it's no surprising he was our top performer in the preseason, and now he has bring that form. Of course, he was in top form also for his country, Belgium, and the recently concluded international break, and his name is Leandro Trossard. Leandro Trossard was really top in that particular one, and of course, it's brilliant things to see for a player who of course was a very experienced Premier League player already and was signed to Arsenal. Really hitting it target for us, and in when it matters most. What a player we have here. He scored the goal after being assisted by our England star boy Bukayo Saka, and was able to net with his left foot, of course, after that night very good pass from Bukayo Saka. So he was able to also pick up the Man of the Match award, and of course it's not surprising because what a talented he is a top player that was able to deliver the goods for us in terms of performance that ensured our victory at the Goodison Park. Don't forget, it's our fourth victory in 6 years, and of course he's an history maker. What a top talent, what a man, and what a good footballer we have in Leandro Trossard. We love to see more from him, of course, but he made that look very easy. But about the player himself, what has he said today? He said, the competition of the team, we have so many good players. I am happy at the moment, and I'm happy that I could contribute today with a goal. Champions League coming up, we are really excited for that. Me as well, looking forward to it. So obviously, is so determined to make Arsenal win, not just individually or what he could gain or what he could be recognized for, but he wants the team to really succeed, and that's why you understand sometimes he needs to wait for his chances and of course take them like he did in that game against Everton. And to be very precise, he didn't start the game. He came on into the game for Martinelli, Gabriel Martinelli, our Brazilian right, also left winger, and definitely he was able to impact the game. Probably not much at the beginning because the game was looking like we were just having chances being created, no conversion, and it could take only a player of really high IQ like Lando Trossard, and also a player that can use both feet to deceive a very experienced and quality goalkeeper in the form of Jordan Pickford, England #1, and eventually scored. So I feel Lando Trossard is a really quality gem we have on our end. But as per you, do you feel it's high time we begin to start Lando Trossard? And even with the probably not willing and not hopefully Martinelli stays out on injury, will you give Lando Trossard the nod to start our games, or Reece Nelson? Comment in the comment section down below. Alright, finally, before we go today, what is the big news I want to discuss with you guys about Arsenal? And now it's a big start that is very lovely. They are beautiful scenes you want to see, of course. Nobody wants to be told bad things about his our club. So definitely we are being told today that Arsenal, alongside Manchester City, Tottenham and Liverpool, are the only teams that remain unbeaten in the Premier League this season, following the first 5 rounds of fixture this season. So it's beautiful scenes to see that Arsenal are really performing. We have had all our games won except for a draw, and don't forget it was really tough to take, but we move on, we become better, and we become a more compact team, very difficult to play against, and this is what we want to see. We have raised the bar, we have started set the standards since last season, playing at that level for the top part of the game and top part of the season. We were on top. Eventually we were gazumed by Manchester City. Of course, they are a quality side too with a quality coach, but we hope to take one step better this season by winning the Premier League and also challenging very high, and if possible win the Champions League. But are you backing Arsenal to win the Premier League or the Champions League this season? Comment in the comment section down below.
Hi guys, it's a wrap for today, and I would love to see you in our next video. And you might want to follow your boy on socials, Instagram NellyJr7, and you can also subscribe to our channel so that you don't get to miss any latest Arsenal news and top stories that are so exciting here. So please share also to your friends and follow Arsenal fans so that nobody gets to miss these big top stories we share here on Arsenal Roundup. And don't forget to turn on post notification so that you also don't get to miss our top stories on this channel. Alright guys, I will see you in our next video. Until then, your boy is out.